Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
85120, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, there's no response from A5120. No response. I'll just make a note of that and I'll admit someone else for the start. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. N6137. Can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I couldn't hear you.
It's fine.
So can you please read this dua with me? Please, repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
رب زدني علما.
رب زدني علما.
Can you read the translation, please?
Yes. Oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge.
Okay. Jazakallah for that. I'll mute you now. Sorry to the people before. I think my speaker wasn't turned on, so sorry about that. And sorry for the delay as well. I was experiencing some technical difficulties and I was in and out of the class. I don't know what was happening. I'm not sure what was happening. So today what we will do is we'll start with a presentation. And I have another teacher on the in the class now, and she will take over now, and she'll hold a presentation on the manners and etiquettes of the recitation of the Holy Quran. Assalamu alaikum, are you there?
Walaikum assalam, yes, I'm here. If you could screen share with me, then I can put up my presentation. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope everybody is well today and ready to hear today's presentation about manners and etiquette of the recitation of the Holy Quran. So, firstly, why should we follow certain manners and etiquette when reciting the Holy Quran? The Holy Quran is no ordinary book. As we heard in our last presentation, it is the actual word of Allah, which was revealed to the Holy Prophet ﷺ through the angel Jibreel. Therefore, the recitation of the Holy Quran is not like the recitation of any normal book. It is not only a guidance for our physical life, but our spiritual life too. For this reason, we need to follow certain manners and rules so that we can better understand this blessed book and we become worthy to learn from it. The Promised Messiah has said, "Those who honor the Quran shall be honored in heaven." So, how do we know the etiquette of recitation? Well, we have so many sources and references which guide us as to how we should prepare ourselves for the recitation of the Holy Quran and how we can gain the most spiritual blessings from our recitation. etiquette of recitation are mentioned in the Holy Quran itself, the ahadith, the sayings of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the words of the promised Messiah alayhi salam, which have all been reiterated by our beloved Khulafa in many, many Friday sermons and many speeches that they have given. So firstly, cleanliness and wudu, ablution. In the philosophy of the teachings of Islam, the promised Messiah alayhi salam has explained that a human's physical condition affects their spiritual condition. Therefore, if we are neat and clean, our heart will attract more good thoughts. For this reason, we should try to have the whole body clean, including our clothes when we recite. And it is advisable to do wudu, ablution, before the recitation. That this indeed is a noble Quran in a well-preserved book, which none shall touch except those who are purified. Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 56, verses 78 to 80. Respect for the Holy Quran. Our beloved Hazur has explained that we should show respect for the Holy Quran. So what are some of the ways that we can show respect? It should be held with respect, like said earlier, with clean hands, and should be put on a clean surface to recite. Feet and back should not be put in the direction of where the Holy Quran is placed. The Holy Quran should be kept in a high place when not being recited, and nothing should be kept on top of it, and it should not be kept on the floor. Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah. Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, "And when thou recites the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan, the rejected." Surah Al-Nahl, chapter 16, verse 99. Therefore we recite Ta'awuz. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek protection in Allah from the accursed Satan, before every recitation session. It is important to ask for Allah's protection so that, 1, we don't miss any important teaching of the Holy Quran due to any fault of our own. 2, we don't fail to understand correctly any teaching of the Holy Quran. And 3, having understood the teachings, that Allah provides us with the strength to act upon and never forget or ignore these teachings. We should say Tasmiyah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, before we start anything. Therefore, whenever we recite the Holy Quran, we should always begin with Tasmiyah. Slow, rhythmic, and measured tone. In order to understand the meaning of the Holy Quran, we should always recite it with complete attention. I'm sorry, somebody is fiddling with the remote control. If you could please not do that, because it is interrupting the presentation. Jazakumullah. So again, like I said, we should always have complete attention when reciting the Holy Quran. Or make it a little more than that, and recite the Quran slowly and thoughtfully. Surah Al-Muzammil, chapter 73, verse 5. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is reported to have said, "The one who does not recite the Quran melodiously is not from among us." And the promised Messiah ﷺ has also stated that melodious recitation is also worship. Therefore, one should try to recite the Quran in a slow, rhythmic, and measured tone, applying all the different rules of recitation. In his Friday sermon, 4th of September 2009, a beloved Hazur said that the recitation of the Holy Quran should be such that each word is clear and understandable. By reciting in a moderately raised voice, not only do we follow the sunnah of our beloved Prophet ﷺ, as said in the previous slide, but we should also make sure that we are reciting correctly, because we are able to hear any mistakes made and correct them appropriately. Also, it requires more effort to recite in a raised voice and helps our minds to remain active. However, if others are disturbed, we should keep that voice low. Silence whilst listening. We should maintain complete silence while listening to the recitation of the Holy Quran. In Surah Al-Araf, chapter 7, verse 205, it is stated, "And when the Quran is recited, give ear to it and keep silence, that you may be shown mercy. If others are talking, show them with actions that they should also remain silent." Again, our beloved Huzur has mentioned that sometimes people are careless when the Quran is being recited on TV. They continue to talk. Either they should stop talking, or if it is important that they finish their conversations, then they should turn the volume off. The same goes for when the Quran is being recited at any time. Again, there is somebody requesting control of the screen. Can you please not do that, as it is disturbing the presentation? Jazakumullah. Whilst reciting, we should try to maintain attention. We should maintain full attention during all recitation. We should abstain. That means we should not laugh or joke. We should refrain from looking and playing around, and we should stop recitation when feeling tired or exhausted. Recite then as much of the Quran as is easy for you. Surah Al-Muzammil, chapter 73, verse 21. If something has been said during the middle of recitation, then repeat Tawuz before continuing to recite. Regularity in recitation. One can recite the Quran at any time, but the main point is to be regular. There are many blessings and benefits of reciting the Quran at Fajr. It says, "And the recitation of the Quran in prayer at dawn. Verily, the recitation of the Quran at dawn is especially acceptable to God." Surah Bani Israel, chapter 17, verse 79. Reciting at this time is excellent because it is the time when you are free from distractions. Therefore, you can concentrate more easily. Also, you start your day with the blessed words of Allah, which is a source of spiritual and worldly benefit. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, our beloved Huzur, has said to be regular in our recitation, to reflect on the words that we are reciting, and to put the teachings that we are learning into practice. Again, in his Friday sermon in December 2011, Huzur stated that if the time of Fajr is late, as it is these days, it's around 6:30, 6:45, the Quran can then be recited before Fajr, so that you should still make time in the morning to recite the Quran. Sajda Tilawat. Sajda Tilawat is offered when listening to certain verses or reciting certain relevant verses in the Quran. There are 15 places in the Holy Quran where there is Sajda Tilawat. There is an example below in Surah Maryam, chapter 19, verse 59. And if you can see at the bottom where the arrow is in, it says Al-Sajda, which means that is a point where one should go into Sajda or prostrate, go to the floor and prostrate to Allah. During that Sajda, this is what you should be reciting. O Allah, my spirit, my body and my heart prostrate before you. In an Atfal Mulqat on the 26th of January 2002, a Tifl asked Hazrat Khalifatul Masih IV, Rahmullah, why there is Sajda in Quran and how we should do it. Hazur explained that sometimes the topic being discussed in the Quran makes one feel like prostrating, going into Sajda. Some sajdas were decided by the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and here the reciter must prostrate, and that is what is already indicated in the 15 places in the Holy Quran. As for the sajda, the place where you do it should be clean, and if you are out and you've heard the recitation, you can do the sajda when you reach home. Words of response. Sometimes when reciting or listening to the recitation of the Holy Quran, response prayers need to be said after certain verses. A common response is Ameen. It is said after Surah Fatiha, the first verse of the Quran, during recitation and during salat, namaz. Also, at other times when prayers are recited in the Quran, we often respond with Ameen. There are also other places where specific responses are necessary. For example, after the name of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, we respond with Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. As you can see on the slide, after the second verse of Surah Ala, glorify the name of thy Lord the Most High, we should dutifully say, Holy is my Lord the Most High. And at the end of Surah Al-Ghashiyah, unto us surely is their return, then surely it is for us to call them to account. And this is followed by, O Allah, bring me to account with leniency. Both of these surahs are recited during the Jummah prayer on Friday. So it is very important that we all should know the response that we need to give when these verses are recited. Prayers after recitation. We should try to offer prayers at the end of recitation. For instance, Dua Talimul-Quran. And all of you in your classes, you know that when we finish our recitation in our daily class, we try to recite these prayers. Seek the blessings of Allah. To recite or listen to the Holy Quran with an aim to seek the blessings of Allah. Sorry, again, somebody is trying to take control of the screen. Please, can you refrain from doing that? Jazakumullah.
Sorry, Assalamu alaikum. Can I just make a quick note? Students, please, this is really rude because this teacher has taken so much of her time to make this presentation, and it's such a brilliantly made presentation. I really appreciate that she's holding this presentation for us, and I think it's really rude if you keep requesting to get the remote control, and she's asked you more than once to not do that. So if I'll ask the teacher to please write down, as I can't see who is requesting the remote control for some reason, please write down the names if they do it again, and then we'll report those names, okay?
Jazakumullah day, teacher, thank you very much. Okay, so to seek the blessings of Allah, okay? To recite or listen to the Holy Quran with an aim to seek the blessings and pleasure of Allah be exalted. In the Holy Quran, Surah An-An'am, excuse me, chapter 6, verse 156, stated, and this is a book which we have sent down. It is full of blessings, so follow it and guard against sin, that you may be shown mercy. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has stated that a group of people do not gather in a house amongst the houses of Allah, reciting the book of Allah, the Holy Quran, and studying it between themselves, except that tranquility descends upon them. They are enveloped by the mercy of Allah and surrounded by the angels, and Allah mentions them with those with him. So simply by listening or reciting the Holy Quran, we can get so many blessings of Allah. So we should always keep that in mind during our recitation. God revealed to the promised Messiah al-Islam, all good is in the Quran. And Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, Ayat al-Talab bin Nasr Aziz, has stated that reading the Holy Quran is in itself a blessing for believers. And for this, the Holy Quran must be recited properly. And remember the favor of Allah upon you, and the book and the wisdom which he has sent down to you. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 232. Hazur has also stated that the home of regular reciters will be full of blessings for adults and children. This will also instill a deep love for the Holy Quran, which is vital for all of us. Reflect on the meanings. This is a perfect book. There is no doubt in it. It is a guidance for the righteous. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 3. We should always reflect on the meanings of the Holy Quran. This is a book which we have revealed to thee, full of blessings, that they may reflect over its verses, and that those gifted with understanding may take heed. The promised Messiah al-Islam has said that the Quran should be reflected on for it contains everything. Our beloved Huzur has also said that it is essential to reflect over the meanings of the Quran and practice its commandments to gain nearness to Allah and have spiritual development. Acting upon the commandments. We should make an effort to act upon the commandments of the Holy Quran and to motivate others to follow it. They to whom we have given the book follow it as it ought to be followed. It is these that believe therein. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 122. The promised Messiah ﷺ has said, the one who follows the Holy Quran becomes the recipient of divine blessings and holds a unique bond with the gracious God. The Holy Quran gives us guidance on how we should worship Allah and our responsibilities to Him. It also guides us as to how we should behave and our responsibilities to our fellow humans. Teaching the Holy Quran. We should always continue our self-improvement and we should try to teach the knowledge of the Holy Quran to others. The best among you, Muslims, are those who learn the Holy Quran and teach it. This was stated by the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Our beloved Huzur has also said that the Holy Quran should be learnt and recited, and those who know its meaning should teach it to others. Our beloved Huzur has also said on the 31st of July 2015 that it should be taught to foster its love and eagerness to read. So it does not matter what age or ability you are, we can all continue to learn from the Holy Quran, and whatever good we learn from it, we should make it a habit to teach others. So to sum up, we should try to follow the manners and etiquette in order to gain Allah's blessings and His nearness. And finally, here is another beautiful saying of our beloved Prophet ﷺ. One who is well versed in the Quran will be in the company of those angels who are scribes, noble and righteous. And one who falters in reading the Quran and has to strive hard to learn it will get a double reward. This tells us that whatever our ability and whatever our position, we should always be encouraged to strive and try hard, even when we find it difficult to read the Holy Quran, because this difficulty will help us to reap the rewards. Jazakumullah ahsanal jaza. Thank you, day teacher. Thank you, students, very much for listening. And inshallah, I hope you have learned something from this presentation today.
Jazakumullah. This was a really amazing presentation. I really appreciate it. Jazakumullah. I hope that all the students have been paying attention to it as well. And yes, Jazakallah for your time.
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay. So can I just, I would like to just know why some students, first of all, some students have repeatedly requested the remote control. Although the teacher that was doing the presentation, she repeatedly asked you not to do this, and yet this request was ignored, and it was really interrupting the class, interrupting her presentation. You know, it's quite rude actually. So I did ask her to write down the names of those who had done it again. I think nobody did it after this, but I've heard that some of the students in this class have repeatedly requested remote control last week as well, especially on, I think, Friday and yesterday as well, on Monday. Please don't do this. You can raise your hand if you want to ask something, or if the teacher specifically says that you can request the remote, then that's fine, then you can make a request. But other than that, please don't do it, otherwise we'll have to put you in the waiting room, or we'll have to report your name. Okay, Jazakumullah. So I hope you really listened carefully to the presentation, because it was an amazing presentation, and hopefully it was you will try and make use of it as well. So this was the presentation. So what we will do now is I would like to go back to yesterday's lesson just really quickly. And yesterday's lesson, was about the double stroke of kasra and double stroke of dhamma. And what you learned is that when you make a pause after a double stroke of kasra, which is called kasratain, or a double stroke of dhamma, which is called dhammatain, if you make a stop or pause after that, then you have to, then this basically, this last one, this last letter right here, this turns into this, with a sukoon, like this, okay? So that's what you have learned. And the same happens with dhammatain, okay? So dhammatain, the same thing happens again, it turns into a sukoon. Qur'anun turns into Qur'anu. Makhtumin turns into Makhtum. Okay? So I think that's quite straightforward. And then you also learned that any letter where you want to make a pause at, or that has a double fatha, which is called fathatain, that will, if you make a pause after that, then that will turn into just one fatha with a prolonged alif, like this, for example. Or if it's like this, if it's a double fatha, if it's a fathatain, then that will turn into a vertical fatha, like this one. So tuwan will turn into tuwa. Abwaban will turn into abwaba. So basically, one of those strokes from here will just fall away and you're left with one stroke. Okay. And if it's not a prolonged alif like this one, if there's no alif of prolongation, alif madda, then if it's like only on a letter without any alif, for example this hamza, then that will turn into a vertical fatha. Nisa'an will turn into, when you make a pause, it will turn into Nisa'a. Okay, so that was yesterday's lesson. Now for today, what we will do is we'll talk about fathatain on any letter in the end where you want to make a pause. Okay. So this says, case 6 says, fathatain on any letter will always change into a vertical fatha or alif adda. But this rule will not be applied to ta marbuta. So fathatain on any letter will always change into vertical fatha or alif madda is what I just explained. Vertical fatha is this, alif madda is this. Alif of prolongation is this, okay? Alif madda. And okay, so but there is one exception where that doesn't happen, whether or not there is a fatha, dhamma or kasra, or if it's fathatain, dhammatain or kasratain, it doesn't matter. If you make a pause there, it will turn into a ha instead of a this is called a ta marbuta. So instead of a ta marbuta, these two dots, these ones, they will fall away, and what you're left with is just this ha underneath it. This is what you'll be left with. So this one, if you were to carry on reading after this, okay, you would say wal hijaratu. But because I want you to see that if you make a pause after this tu, this is called the ta marbuta with the two dots and the round shaped ha underneath. If you make a pause, then these two dots fall away and you're left with the hu only. So you say wal hijara, okay? And also a sukoon. This will turn into a sukoon. Whatever, no matter what sign you have, no matter what strokes you have on top or underneath, you know, it doesn't matter. They will all turn into a sukoon with a ha underneath. This ha, this circle ha. Okay? Right, so what I want to do now, I've written down, I've made some notice of some of the students that were raising their hands before, and I'm going to unmute some of them now, one after the other actually. So the first one on my list is that I would like to give the mic to. Just a second. It's actually not the first one, but it's one of those that haven't had the mic that many times. A1132. Let me find where they are. There you are. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yes. Is that A1132?
Yes.
Okay. So did you pay attention to what I just explained?
Yes.
Okay. Was that confusing or was that clear?
Not really.
Was it clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So please start with Bismillah, or you can actually, because you're the first one, you can start with A'udhu Billah and Bismillah, and then read the first line, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحجارة والطالة.
So this alif, this what is it called? Vertical fatha is on top of the lam, not the sword.
والصلاة
Okay, well done.
رهبانية.
This is alif of prolongation, alif madda. You have to prolong this ba.
رهبانية.
Okay, that was really good. Well done. So you have obviously understood this. Is your brother A1133? A1133. Is he next to you?
Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, so please read Bismillah and then read the second line.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
If it makes it easier for you, you can read it the way it's written right now, and then you can read it as if you were to make a pause.
Ghabara.
But don't prolong this. There's no alif after the ba. They all have the same amount of, the same amount of length. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
Ghabara.
Okay, that was good. Ghabara.
Ghabara.
Okay, good. Next one.
Tikhara.
This is the jim.
Okay. Tijara.
Yes, but I'm struggling to listen to hear the ha sound in the end. It sounds like you're making a pause after the ra. I can't really hear the ha afterwards.
Okay.
Can you make it a bit more pronounced?
Okay. Tijara.
Okay, that was good. Last one.
Before she. Sorry.
Try again.
Before she.
Yes, try again.
Before he sha.
Okay. Bifahisha.
Bifahisha.
Okay, that was really good. Well done. I think your older brother can help you a little bit, because I think he's understood the concept. Obviously, I think you're a little bit younger than him, but you can maybe practice with him, for tomorrow's lesson. You can practice with him for this ta marbuta and ending. Your brother can help you, hopefully. And other than that, jazakumullah, that was really good. So I'll mute you guys now. And I'll ask the next one, which is on my list. I want to go to the girl side now. And one of them is N6106. Let me see if I can find her. Assalamu alaikum. N6106.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've seen that you haven't had the mic that many times. I think only once. Is that true?
No, I've had it a couple of times.
Have you? Okay. So I'm not sure, maybe our list isn't up to date, or maybe I'll just run that by my in charge. But now that you have the mic, have you understood this, Damar Buddha?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we've gone through this slide. What I would like to do is I'd like to go to the, I'm not sure why this is not working. I was actually planning on going to the next, what do you call it? Oh, I don't know why I can't open this now. It's all frozen. I wanted to do a waqf exercise with you. I had highlighted some things, but I can't access them now. I'm not sure why. Can you see my mouse? Is it moving?
Yeah.
Okay. And what page can you see?
The one that we just did.
Okay. Okay. So unfortunately, it looks like it's about to close. Oh no, this is really not good, because I had actually marked all the places where I was going to ask you to, I had selected things, you know. So this is unfortunately happening. So, oh, I think they're still here. Okay, right, that's fine. So we'll just carry on from here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have highlighted a few things. Just give me a second, please, because I have to reopen everything now. Okay. Right. And the after Tilawat as well. And I also had the Quran. I also had chosen quite a few verses and words in the Holy Quran that I was going to go through. Let's see if they are still highlighted. Just a second. I hope they are, because yes, okay. No, I don't think they are still highlighted. Okay, no, it doesn't seem. Okay, I'm really sorry that this has happened now. Just give me, I think there's different versions. Maybe I can try a different one. Maybe that will have the necessary. Oh, okay, there they are. Okay, Alhamdulillah, it was all not lost. So we'll quickly go to these ones. What I want you to do is please read Bismillah and then do these words. Read them as they are right now, and then read them as you would if you were to make a pause after them.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وامرأة
So this is wamra'atan, and then when you make a pause.
وامرأة
Okay, well done. And this one?
غشاوة
And with a pause?
غشاوة
Okay, that was good. And what about this one? Can you read it like this?
without the pause or with the pause?
Yeah, so first you read it without the pause, then you read it with the pause.
نائمة
Okay, and with the pause?
نائمة
Okay, that was good. And next one here.
مآتا
This is a noun.
مناتا
Yes.
مناء مناء
Okay, yes. Mana.
مناء.
Okay, yes, that was good. Can I just make everybody, can I just divert everyone's attention to this Da Marbuta again? Because I've realized that many of you don't properly pronounce it, or some of you haven't pronounced it properly in the end. So it sounds like this Da Marbuta wasn't there in the first place, and I can't hear the ha it turns into. So make sure that you do it in a way that it's obvious to the listener that there's, you know, a Da Marbuta that's being turned into a ha. Mana.
Mana.
Okay, yes, that was good. Last one.
Annasha'a.
Okay, do you want to try again? This is a noon ghunna. You have to make a nasal sound for 2 seconds.
Annash'ata.
An-nash-ata.
Annash'ata.
And with the pause?
Annash'a.
Okay, yes, that was good. Jazakallah. What's your ID again? N6106?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Right, so I'm going to mute you, Jazakumullah, for this. And the next one I want to unmute is A5126. Let me see if I can find him. A5126. A512. I thought I saw this ID before. I can't find him now. Okay, so I'm just going to choose a different one. A5105. Okay, I had all of these. I checked and I saw that they were in the class, but now I can't find them. A5108. Okay, here. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. For some reason, I'm not able to unmute you. I'm not sure what's wrong with the system. Assalamu alaikum. Not working. Okay, unfortunately, the system is not working up to scratch. So we'll just have to choose another student. A5120. Are you here? Let me have a look. A512. Okay, I can't find A5120. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, can I just ask you, A5120, you have to change your name. I think I said it last time. It says Rahman after your ID. It should only be your ID. It shouldn't be anything else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes. And also, I think there's another student that's called something. I have a question. If they can just make sure that they change their ID to what it's supposed to be. Okay, so please read Bismillah and then do this last one. This one.
Hey. Should I say A'udhu Billah?
No, you don't need to because we already did it in the beginning.
Okay. Khati'ah. Khati'ah.
Somebody's helping you. I want you to do it all by yourself. Is that your dad?
No.
Okay, somebody just helped you. Can you try and do it all by yourself? So first I want you to read it with the ta marbuta, and then I want you to read it as if you were making a pause, okay?
Oh, okay. Khati'atin.
Okay, good. And now with the pause?
Khati'ah.
Okay, well done. That was really good. Now, I know that we don't have that much time left. What I would like to do is, I would like to, so these, as you can see, were the ones I had highlighted with the solutions. So what you just did is this one, khati'ah. So this is how it's written, and this is how you pronounce it when you make a pause, okay? And now it's all muddled up because it all closed. I'm sorry about that. And I had actually, I was hoping to, so this was the wrong one, and this was the right one. Okay, so can I find it? Where is it? Okay, yes. So please read Bismillah, and then what I want you to do is, since we don't have that much time, we will just go to the words, not the whole verse, only the words that I have highlighted, please. And straight away, don't read it like it's written. Read it as if you're reading it with the pause straight away. Okay?
Okay.
All right then.
أعوذ بالله
No,
من
you don't need to. You don't need to, especially because we're running out of time. You just read Bismillah and then start.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alahakahu.
Okay, so this one will turn into a ha. Ta marbuta, this one with
So,
two.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it because it's got a dhamma on top? Would
No.
it be alahakahu, or would it just be normal?
No. So it doesn't matter if this ta marbuta, if it has fatha, dhamma, kasra, double fatha, double dhamma, double kasra. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. As long as you see that before you make a pause or at the end of the verse, there's ta marbuta, that's all you need to see. And that will turn into a ha with a sukoon.
Okay.
Like this one, like this sukoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this one is al-haqqa.
Okay. Alahaka.
Okay, well done. Next one.
Malahaka.
Yes, that was good. Do you want to do it again? But don't prolong the meme.
Malahaka.
Malhaqqa.
Malahaka.
Okay, that was better. Well done. And this last one as well for this line.
Wama adraka malhaka.
Okay, that was good. Well done. Excellent. So that was A5120, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah. I'll mute you now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Right, so on to the girls again. So now I'll be looking for N6104. No, she's not here. N6108. I think I saw this ID. N6108. Are you here? How about everybody takes lowers their hand, and only the ones I'm calling can they raise their hand? There you are. Assalamu alaikum. Where have you? Oh, sorry. Are you A510? Sorry, what ID are you?
N6127.
Okay, I think the list moved up and down when I was actually choosing the students. So can I have your ID once more?
N6127.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to carry on with you because the ID moved away when I was about to click it. So it's fine. We'll just carry on with you. Start with Bismillah and then read this one, please.
From where?
From here.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bil Qari'ah.
Good, well done. Next one.
Bit Taghiyah.
Well done. Next one.
Atiyah.
Adiyah.
Atiyah.
Okay, and last one.
Khawiyah.
Okay, that was really good. Okay, there is some outside noise. Are you outside or there's some background noise? I'm not sure where it's coming from.
We're traveling right now.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Jazakillah. And actually, I think your brothers are they with you as well?
Yes.
Okay. What about A5127? Is he there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I speak to him?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Please carry on reading from this one, the next page, the first line from here, this word, okay?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Taqiyah.
Well done. This one?
Bilhadiyah.
بالخاطئة
بالخاطئة.
بالخاطئة
Okay, well done. Next one.
أجزت الربيع
This is a kha.
أخذت الربيع
And this is the alif of prolongation, alif madda. You have to prolong the ra.
أخذت الربيع
Okay, that was better. أخذت الربيع. And this one?
الجارية
Okay, that was good. And what ID is your brother? And can I have
A5119
sorry?
A5119
A5119.
yeah.
Yes, can I please speak to him?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Please can you carry on reading from here?
Okay. Tazkira
Okay, well done. This one?
Va'ita
This is a ya.
Va'iya
Okay, good. Now I want to hear this ha sound. This ta marbuta, this turns into a ha. So I want to hear that. I can't properly hear it.
Va'iya
Okay, that was good. What about this one?
Wahida
Well done. This one?
Wahida
Well done. And this one?
Al-Waqiya.
Okay, that was really good. Well done. Okay, jazakumullah to all three of you. Have a safe trip, you guys. And I'm going to speak to somebody else. I'm going to mute you now. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so I'd like to ask, we haven't had that many Nasirat today. So I'm going to try and find N6108 again. Where is she? There she is. Okay, assalamu alaikum. N6108, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, please can you carry on reading from this one?
From where?
From here, where I just marked.
Oh, okay. وأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وهي
Wahiya. I need to hear this ha sound.
وهي
Okay, good. That was good. This one?
ثمانية
Okay, well done. This one?
خافية
Khafiya.
خافية
Khafiya.
خافية
Okay, that was really good. So you understand this ta marbuta turns into a ha, like this one, like this ha, okay?
yeah.
And with a sukoon like this sukoon. So that was good, Jazakillah. And I'm going to mute you now and choose somebody else. And just a notice to all students, because we've lost some time with the technical difficulties and, you know, all this was closing, we have lost some precious time. So we might just go 1 minute over or 2 minutes over just so we can finish this exercise, okay? So the next one I would like to choose another girl if that's possible, because we haven't had that many girls today. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through my list now. I'm just going to go through the people that are raising their hands. So the first one is Assalamu alaikum, N6103.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. So N6103, can you please carry on reading from here?
Okay. Do I start from that square thingy and forward?
No, where I made the line.
Okay.
This one with the ain.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ishatin raz.
Aisha.
Isha
This is
razia.
where, no. This is where you make the pause where I made the line. Aisha.
Isha
Okay, good. This one?
razia.
Yeah, but I need to hear this ha sound. Radiya.
Razia.
Okay, good. This one?
Jannah.
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 Okay, good. This one?
Aliyah.
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 Okay, that was good. And this one?
Daniya.
Okay, that was good. Jazakallah to you as well. I have muted you now, and I'm going to move on to the next one, just so we can finish these last words. Assalamu alaikum. A5128.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, you sound really excited, and that's really good to hear. You start from here, please.
Milkhaliyat.
It's the alif. You have to start from the alif.
Oh. Al-Khaliyah.
Okay, I need to hear the ha sound. Al-Khaliyah.
Al-Khaliyah.
Okay, that was better. This one?
Al-Qasiyah.
Al-Qadiyah. Try again.
Al-Qasiyah.
Okay, that was much better. This one?
Oh, silsilat. No. La.
Silsila.
Oh, silsila.
Yes. Remember, we're trying to make a pause here.
Okay.
Is that your sister trying to help you?
Yes.
Okay, what's her ID?
N6134.
6134. Okay, I'll speak to her in a second. And can you please... Do we have any more? I think that's it for this one, actually. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So is your sister student of this class as well?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to ask you. So we have finished this surah's chosen words, and like I said, we went over time. So I'm just going to carry on with you now. Please, can you repeat after me for the prayers after recitation? Yes. And I'm sorry, I can see that many people, 10, 11 people are raising their hands, but as you can see, we have run out of time. And if there's anything urgent you need to ask, you can always email the email address that you have available. Or other than that, you can ask tomorrow's teacher, okay? Inshallah. Okay, please repeat after me.
Listen.
Can you repeat after me? Allahumma arhamni. Can you please repeat after me? Are you still there? Are you still there?
No.
A5128, are you still there? Or have you walked away?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please answer and repeat after me? I have just read this. Can you please read it as well?
Allahumma habni bil Qurabil Azim.
Okay, well done for trying. And this next one. Waj'alhu
Waj'alhu إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Okay, you were actually supposed to read after me, so that's fine. Jazakallah. I'll just read it once myself, and then you can read the translation, okay?
Yes.
وَاجْعَلْهُ لِي إِمَامًا وَنُورًا وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً. Please read the translation. No. Please, can you just read the translation so that we can finish the class? This
Oh
one.
Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran, and make it for me the leader, the light and guardians and the mercy.
Okay, Jazakumullah. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.